Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Siffco, and I'm going to be talking about Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Expedition 33 released on console and on PC Game Pass. It's developed by Sandfall Interactive. The game is about leading the members of Expedition 33 on their quest to destroy the Paintress so that she can never paint death again. In this video I'm going to give you my thoughts and first impressions as I played through the early part of the game, early midnight as it released on PC Game Pass. I played this on PC on RTX 3080 and a Ryzen 9. Game starts you off in a prologue area where you have two of the Expedition 33 characters, Gustav and Male, which is basically like a tutorial area. They teach you the basics of the combat and basically the running and the grappling. The voice acting in this game is really well done. If you play Baldur's Gate 3, you'll quickly realize that Male is the voice of Shadowheart, and this just kind of feels like a Shadowheart TLC. But again, the voice acting is really great, the music is great, and the visuals are amazing. The combat will take a little getting used to, but it's not your traditional turn-based combat. It's got a little of a mix of real-time, where an enemy will attack and you got the ability to dodge or to parry, and there's different ways to do that. You can do a perfect dodge, timing it just that you can dodge it, but there's also a perfect dodge, and there's a parry, but there's also a counter parry, and you have to do that in certain windows and certain time frames in order to enact them. It's an interesting way of doing combat. There's a lot of tough enemies as you go on with the story, especially once you get into the main continent, and things get really fun once you start having other characters and other expedition members in the team, especially when you start having other characters like Lune. She'll be able to do elemental attacks and has a lot of them, from ice to fire to earth and lightning. Also be able to heal as you upgrade your abilities, and you just have a lot of different things to do, which is really fun. So I'm a really big fan of the combat system. The story so far is interesting. After you get out of this tutorial area, you are met up with your old flame, Sophie, and you're delivering her a flower, and there is a weird ominous tone and mysterious tone in this game where people are presumably going to their death, and that this happens pretty regularly. We don't know why yet, but it just happens, and we know that there's a Paintress and that the number will go down from 34 to 33. Once Gustav and Sophie start to realize this could be their last moments, they start to reconnect and show their love for each other. You're able to explore a little bit as you have to get to the harbor, because that's where everyone's meeting up for this gommage is what they call it. The setting and design of the levels are absolutely beautiful. There's a lot of characters and NPCs all around, and they really don't make a huge impact to your performance. It may seem linear, but you can look around and you will find items and things around. I'm not really sure why they have a button interaction for a trash can, but they do, and I searched every trash can, so I guess treat that as a nice screenshot moment. But if you look around, there's people to talk to and things to collect, so it does reward a bit of exploring. So yeah, the story is very weird and ominous and mysterious, and after 5 hours you won't really know what's going on yet. All you know is that this event happens regularly, and there's been expeditions before, and you are the Expedition 33, and it's been 100 years since that's been going. So before you, there's been 67 expeditions, and the expeditions that go in don't return. But what makes Expedition 33 different this time is they have a new little secret weapon that Gustav has developed to be able to hopefully change the outcome this time. So again, I won't spoil things. It's just really the early on few hours, like all the way almost like five-ish hours. But the story's really good, and again, the voice acting is really good, and the music and the set design is amazing. The only thing that I didn't like was the lip syncing and the lip syncing animation of the characters. This is like a very old school 2000s, maybe 2010s, of where the cinematics are great with lip syncing, but the character models will just kind of nod their head and move their lips a bit, almost as if it's in a different language and stuff. And with reviews being 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10, I'm kind of surprised that they're even up there with that kind of thing. And that's just a little nitpicky from me. I mean, Skyrim Oblivion Remastered just released, and it's got the lip syncing a lot better. I was hoping, I was kind of expecting that this game, Expedition 33, would have that. And again, I don't know if that bothers you, but that's something just I noticed, and I can't really give something like a 10 out of 10 with something like that. But other than that, honestly, everything is great. Everything's amazing. There's different weapons that you can equip. There's different abilities. There's items you can pick up that will boost your turn-based combat. And again, the turn-based combat is amazing. It's fun. It's got a dash of real time in it. And because this situation and story is really sad and mysterious, a lot of the characters have a lot of depth. Like Male is a teenager, and she, even though everyone's accepted their fate and accepted how things go, she basically has 9 more years to live or be selected, so she doesn't have to go on this expedition, but she wants to because she doesn't want to accept what's going on. She wants to do something. And so she's kind of like a loner. She's by herself and just kind of really pensive kind of thinker. But yeah, with that being said, it's a really, really good game. Performance isn't too crazy. I didn't have any, it performs really good after tinkering some settings, and I was able to hit 60 frames if I put it on performance mode. Actually, if I put it on balanced mode with the LSSS, and I really had a decent time. So yeah, this game is pretty good, and it came out on PC Game Pass day 1, which is a huge value. And I'm a big Steam guy, but if they're gonna keep doing these kind of things, it's making PC Game Pass more and more worth it, especially with the Shadow Drop of Oblivion remastered. So that was my time with the game. I'm gonna keep on playing. It's really interesting, and I want to see where the story goes. But those were my thoughts. So thank you so much for being here. Please like and subscribe, and until next time, happy gaming.
Let me help.
I'm ready.